I'm a 34-year-old guy, and honestly, the reason I've basically stopped dating is because the performance pressure is just getting insane. And I don't just mean on dates, I mean in bed too. It feels like from the second I match with someone, I have to prove I'm emotionally intelligent, confident, successful, funny, stable, but also vulnerable. And by the time I actually get to the date, I'm already in my head. Then when it comes to sex, the pressure is even worse. I'm always worried I won't last long enough, or stay hard, or that I just won't be good in the way she expects. It's gotten to the point where I'm so anxious about disappointing someone that I avoid getting close at all.
Google the richest women in the world, like where they got their money from. It's rough. It's rough out there, guys. They ain't starting businesses. They're marrying dummies.
It's almost all of it is divorce.
Feminists do not want to hear this. But there was one woman who was the richest woman ever from a startup company, Elizabeth Holmes. She ran a company called Theranos. She started it herself, dropped out of college to start this company, and it was a total fraud. It was all fraudulent. She's going to jail forever. She was worth $34 billion at one point. It was a blood testing company, and they falsified all sorts of data, and they lied to investors and all sorts of... This lady, she used to dress like Steve Jobs. She wore a black turtleneck and everything.
As a woman, I don't know how to feel about this. I personally have no problem accepting the facts. I'm sure this is true. A lot of women do become rich from divorce. A lot of women become wealthy from sex work. A lot of women become rich from their fathers. This video just kind of opened my eyes because why is that? Why is there not more female billionaires? Now, there are some, but like I said, they either achieved the wealth through divorce or inherited the wealth. Like, for example, Alice Walton, the heiress of Walmart, Bettencourt Myers and family, L'Oreal heiress. Jacqueline Mars, I'm not sure who that is. Abigail Johnson, Fidelity Investments. Mackenzie Scott, Amazon Stake and Philanthropy. Melinda Gates, Microsoft. Charlene Heineken. Yeah, all of these women are either divorced or inherited their wealth. We have Taylor Swift, which was self-made. We have Rihanna, which was self-made. We have Kim K, which we know that backstory. And aside from that, there's not many. I guess I would need to make 6 figures first before I aspire to billionaire status, but maybe I'll make this a goal. But I want to know why you think it is that there aren't many self-made female billionaires.
This is gonna sound bad, but don't take it like that. What is y'all annual income a year? I'm just being honest.
Oh,
That's it. Okay.
girl.
What happened to the grace?
I want to talk about something that I don't see enough women being honest about and that I honestly regret doing, which is posing half naked in bikinis on Instagram. I was so convinced that what I'm doing is right. I'm empowering other women. I'm showing women that you don't have to listen to a man. Like you know what I mean? I had that weird mindset that thought I was doing something right and that I'm empowering when I'm actually doing the opposite. If I had someone that looked like me, that resembled me, that was in the community telling me, hey, don't be half naked, respect yourself, don't just sell out your morals for men that don't even want you, men that just want to sleep with you, best believe I would have thought twice before doing the photo shoots that I did. And it's not a good feeling, you guys. It's not good that people follow you just because of your looks and not because of the person you are. I'm telling you, it's so common now that girls are selling themselves out that you're not special. Especially now, low riding in bikinis, you're not special because there's so many other girls that are willing to do it. And that's the scary thing, that so many girls, especially young girls, are doing this, and it just doesn't look right. And it's scary that these old ass photographers are capturing these young girls. The girls are going in so blind because they see so many other girls doing it, they think it's normal. But it's not. There are certain people that will uplift you and tell you what you're doing is right, that you look good. We don't realize that this isn't normal. This shouldn't be normal. It's such an ugly feeling knowing that you can't have certain people on your social media because you're ashamed that they're gonna see your ass, they're gonna see your body, see the way you're presenting yourself. If you can't have your brothers on social media, if you can't have your own dad on social media, maybe you should think about the way you're presenting yourself.
You know what I've realized? A lot of men aren't resistant to fixing problems. They're simply exhausted by the never-ending list. Hold on, let me explain. Your man fixes one issue that you brought to him. He adjusts, he listens, he shows up differently. And before your man can even exhale, there goes another problem. And it's not because he failed, but simply because the moment one thing gets fixed, our focus quietly shifts to the next discomfort. So from his side, from his perspective, it doesn't feel like growth. It feels like a moving target. It feels like the goalpost keeps on shifting. And over time, he learns something dangerous. He learns that fixing things doesn't bring peace. It just buys him a temporary pause before the next critique shows up. So he stops trying to fix. Not because he doesn't care, not because he's lazy, but because effort stopped feeling rewarding. And that's the pattern women don't want to talk about. Growth isn't about constantly finding what's wrong. Sometimes it's about sitting with what's already been made right long enough to feel safe in it. Think about it objectively. When fixing never leads to rest, people stop volunteering to do the work. I know I would.
Tired of life running you ragged? Just get you an unk. Not just any unk. Get you one with all the bells and whistles. A lot like this model here. You want to make sure you get one that's hardworking, honest, a natural leader, a good provider, stuff like that. They think about the future. A house, stability, good reliable transportation. Things that you young women need to start focusing on. And the best way to do it is to get somebody who's already focusing on it. So you don't got to. You just get right in where you fit in. You don't got to spend time crying and trying to train one of those young pups. Quit trying to train them youngins. For what? It's old dogs at the shelter that need to be adopted. Get you one. It's a good life choice. It's time to start making good decisions. It's 2026. How long do you want to go through the same things? Let's do it.
My ex-husband, baby daddy, could be on fire in front of me while I'm holding a hose pipe and I just got to pull down the lever for the water to come out. My baby daddy could be broke down on the side of the road with 4 flats in the middle of a tsunami, flood, thunderstorm, snowstorm. And I could be driving a snowplow with 6 spare tires on the back. My baby daddy could be sitting somewhere starving to death while I have a buffet at my house. And I would help him. I know that's not where that was supposed to go, but that's where it should go. Right? I know y'all was expecting me to say that I hate him and I wish nothing but ill on him. I want nothing but the best for that man. Because the reality is, just because me and him didn't work does not mean that I don't want him to be the best father that he can be to our child. Now, here's the thing. He's got to want the same thing. It doesn't matter how much I want to help him. It doesn't matter how much I want to be great co-parents. If he doesn't want that, there's nothing I can do. And then I have to do what is best for my child, regardless if he's doing it or not. But if it ever comes to a day where things are good, I hope to be one of those baby mamas that him and his new wife can come to me and my husband's house and they can bring their kids and we bring our kids and we have holidays together. Because at the end of the day, it's about what's best for the kids. A failed relationship does not excuse anybody from being a good parent, right? Right.
And one more. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. So why was your balloon unpopped?
He just seems confident. You say you like to work out, so I would have needed somebody to get me in that gym, keep me on point, because I slack a lot. But you look nice. I like the way you're dressed. Skin looks great. You look really handsome.
Right. And why'd you end up popping her balloon?
Very attractive woman. I like your outfit. I think that aesthetically is not what I typically go for. But very attractive woman. Very beautiful.
All right. We'll be back. Okay. And why'd you end up popping her balloon? Oh, actually, first, why was your balloon unpopped?
He's articulate. He seems like he knows what he wants. He's very attractive. So.
And why'd you end up popping hers?
She's a very attractive woman. I just prefer more of a darker skinned woman.
I do colorist.
No, it's not.
I can't help it. I'm from St. Louis, bro. Like, I be trying to be dark.
It's not
I ain't
that.
asked to be like light skin.
It's not that. This is more so my preference. I want to bring more
I got you.
Lauryn Hills and more chestnuts in the world. You know what I mean?
You can be chestnuts, light skin chestnuts.
That's true. That's very true. My daughter is very
I'm dark
fair
on the
skin.
inside.
My daughter's very fair skin. But very attractive woman though. Like,
Not you just hit me with the colorism.
and not
though.
only that, she spoke about Christianity. I think it was you said
I said God.
God.
I didn't specify who I was talking about.
I might have misheard you. I apologize.
But I do believe in Jesus Christ.
Right. So I'm not the biggest. I believe in God, but in regards to religion, I'm not very religious. So I would say that's what I heard. I apologize if I misheard you, but I thought I heard Christianity. I respect all religion, right, for what it is and what it does for people.
What's your religion, honey?
My religion? I don't practice any religion. I talk to the source, which is God. So I speak to God.
So who is your God?
Who is my God?
Yeah.
God is, to me, God is the supreme. It's the ultimate. I don't feel as though that we need a middleman to get to the source. In regards to Jesus, Yahweh, I don't feel as though that we need that. So I speak to God specific.
Yeah, he sounds like somebody that's got himself together, but I think he might have like a little bit more. He might need a little bit more teaching, to be honest. He's talking about a middleman. As far as Christianity goes, Jesus Christ wouldn't be the middleman. He would be the top dog. So when you're speaking of God, you're speaking of Jesus Christ. You would be speaking of Jesus. That's how that would work. I don't know how it works in other religions, but there would be no middleman there. It would be, who is God? Well, that's my name. Like, say for instance, if you'd say, well, who's your father? Well, my dad's name is Jason. Whether you call him father, whether you call him coworker, whether you call him friend, is all the same person. My name is Jason. So, he probably needs a little bit more teaching in that, but I do see where he's coming from. Also, so you might need a little bit more education, I would say, in terms of I'm thinking he's thinking, if I marry a dark-skinned lady, then I'll have a Morris Chestnut, and I'll have, for sure, more likely than not, a Lauryn Hill, which is a darker skin tone, a very nice chocolate complexion. But once again, that is not guaranteed. That is not guaranteed at all. So, do with that information what you will.
Protect illegal immigrants or protect homeless veterans?
Illegal immigrants.
Why?
Because America was built off illegal immigrants and immigrants coming into this country. And I feel like they should have rights too, just like everybody else.
But they're illegal.
Well, there's a system to get them legal, so there's still people at the end of the day who treat everybody with respect and care. They're nothing different than you.
The veterans fought for the country, though.
Yes, but your homelessness is not something that other people should be paying for. And, manage your money correctly, and you won't be homeless.
This actually made me so mad. Our homeless veterans, that shouldn't even be a thing, okay? There should not be homeless veterans. These stupid people that go to school, they should go to school, but they're obviously not absorbing, I don't know what's going on, but hello, if it weren't for the fact that people fought for our country, it would be taken away and these people wouldn't even be coming here. They wouldn't want to come here because it would be like their countries that they're escaping from.
I think the thing that gets me about this clip is that she's saying you need to treat everybody with dignity and respect, while kind of, talking about the veterans with without that dignity and with respect and without that respect. So it's a little confusing in some way.
I left my laptop over here, so I came to get it. And I get here, and the person that I had to be daddy for, because he didn't want to be a dad in the beginning, he in the house with his game hooked to the TV I bought. You know what I'm saying? His clothes in here. He just chilling. I got to leave. I live here.
Until we finish talking.
I live here. He's gone. He's gone. You proud of yourself?
Post it on Facebook.
You proud of yourself? It's
Proud
funny?
of myself.
It's funny? Okay. His gang hooked the TV I bought. And then she gives the daughter I've been raising, the daughter I taught how to speak, the daughter I taught how to walk, the daughter I taught how to use the pot. She gave her to him. You know what I'm saying? This shit crazy, man. You just said that your baby daddy that didn't want to be a father, that you said had AIDS, all this. You said he came to pick up something. It's about loyalty. It's about. Come on, bro. You don't know what it's about. The dude. Listen, you asked me to have a baby with you and killed it. Yeah, cause you got this dude.
I was paying for everything. I'm not gonna
When were you? You were not paying for everything. You had a baby. Okay. You had a baby with a dude while you were homeless and no car. You had the baby.
I was 17.
Okay. You're not 17 now and he back around with his PlayStation hooked to my TV.
Co-parent. What are you talking about?
Co-parent? You had a parent in the house. What you talking about co-parenting? You just kicked her parent that taught her how. I taught her how to talk. I taught her how to use the pot. I taught her how to walk. And you talking about you had to co-parent with this guy who didn't want to be a parent?
Never said that you couldn't be in her life, but quite frankly, we're not gonna be together. I didn't want to be with you.
You want to be with him. That's why his PlayStation hooked to the TV that I bought.
All right, so what made you pop him so fast?
I'm not gonna lie, you a nice looking dude.
Yeah, I ain't. It's good you popped that because there wasn't that happening anyway. Like a month. They already know I don't do fat, funky, cheesy, chunky, nigga. You know I
Hey, baby, I smell like the mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Something you can't even afford. So cool.
Afford?
Go ahead, mayonnaise.
Okay. All right. You pay like you weigh. That's probably you gotta pay like you weigh.
Baby, that's why I look good.
I'm telling you, gonna have to pay me like you weigh.
Yeah.
You gotta pay me like you weigh with two pair of clothes
baby,
on.
Could never.
Okay.
You can never even sniff my panties a day in your life.
Parachutes.
Sensational. That brother said parachute. I've seen her a couple of times, and I will give it to her. She does try to dress relatively nicely, so I'll give her that. She got a sharp tongue. She definitely like to try to go back and forth. But I give you your kudos. You do try to dress nicely. I would say put your best foot forward. She's got her hair done. I don't know if that's the look, but I guess confidence is everything.
If my husband does not find me by the middle of next year, I'm gonna hit up the folks and get this arranged marriage set up.
Women hate accountability so much that even when the topic is about them, someone's always bringing up about men. But what about men? What about men? What about men? What about men? Shut up. We're talking about us. We're talking about women. This is not a male-centered conversation. So if I'm sitting here saying, hey, take accountability, you cheated on your man, and you want to talk about some, oh my God, you're not a girl's girl being a girl's girl. I don't stand with cheaters. I don't stand with male cheaters. I don't stand with female cheaters. I don't give a shit about no girl code. I'm dead ass. And that just proves how dumb most women are that sit up here on the internet talking about some. But what about men? When we're talking about women and accountability, y'all always bring up men. Oh, I'm a male-centered pick-me. Who brought up men though? You did.
Ambition without rest equals a dead man.
Very true. Nobody talks about the pain of working for the life your kids deserve, but not having to spend the time with them.
My mind was working so much that it blew up in the middle of the night.
And it literally happened in the middle of the night.
That's how most men who are ambitious wake up about 3:30.
Yeah.
That's scary, because that happens.
I know I can call 70% of y'all at 3:30, and it won't go past the first ring, because you're up.
How do you balance enough is enough?
Tough. I think, number one, because I recently seen a video where they talked about, it's a trend going around where you doing what you do, and it's like nobody talks about the pain of working for the life your kids deserve, but not having to spend the time with them. I do feel like there's a way to crack the code, but maybe y'all can speak to this. I don't know how to make a code for everybody.
Yeah.
Because I know I did it as a entrepreneur. So even though my kids do still have spurts of time where it's not as much time, but the caveat that I was able to give them is I can do what I do from home.
Yes, and there's abundance of time that you spend so that when those heavy times, like Knockabout, my business is heavy during a certain season. Well, it's not heavy right now. So the balance is, March coming. Yeah. April coming. May coming. So you better use November, December, January, February to pour into them so that they so full that when you leave, it goes down slower versus it going from here to here, right? So that's part of the gap, is just understanding your life cycles as being ambitious. Like ambition without rest equals a dead man.
Very true.
Right?
Very true.
That's and I had to realize that. I saw a couple ambitious brothers die of aneurysms at 40.
Derek, that's what he died from. Literally an aneurysm.
An aneurysm.
That's crazy.
Derek died from an aneurysm.
Of the mind.
Yes.
He died of an affliction of the mind.
And that's something that he
not his body.
That's the crazy part about it. I have a video of this man talking about, this was 2 years before he passed away. This is the person who pushed me to start the Good Dad Tribe. He said, if I can control anything, if I'm going to die, it's going to be from something that's outside of my control. And what happened? We get bogged up in the rat race. And he died from something that he can control.
And your mind didn't get no rest, right? And your mind was working so much that it blew up in the middle of the night.
And it literally happened in the middle of the night.
The prettiest girls are also the nastiest and grossest girls. Don't argue.
Going to the Weeknd concert this weekend, and I ordered this mini skirt. Just got it in the mail tonight. Open it up. I'm like, oh, it's really cute. There's built-in shorts. Tell me why I had to put gloves on for this video. There's juice all over the inside of the shorts.
Ooh, we really period dripping up in here?
Now, I want to know why, Amazon, you would sell this to me, first and foremost. This is disgusting. Secondly, what trifling ass return this like this? Secondly, do you not wear underwear, you nasty? This is disgusting. This is literally a biohazard, okay? And you think I'm gonna put this on? When I buy stuff on Amazon, I expect it to be brand new. Do you not do like a compliance check, like for stuff like this? I'm disgusted. So now I'm gonna return it. What, you guys are think that I did this? No, they did not. That's disgusting. I'm disgusted.
Hey guys, it's your boy BSG. We got some news coming out of the gym sector. We've got Miss Elena, 36 years old, was doing a yoga puppy pose, that's what it's called, and a man took a picture of her through a door frame. She says, it's not all men, but it's always a man. I hate that saying. Because we would like to get this guy in trouble. We would want to get this guy arrested for sexual harassment. What this guy did was horrible. We do not think this is good. I don't think most guys would say this was good. When you affiliate all of us in that little saying, it makes men not want to do a damn thing. Again, what this guy did was stupid, creepy, weird. He needs to get in trouble for it. 100%. But saying it's not all men, but it's always a man. No, who's this guy? What's his name? Let's focus on the criminal.
2025. Why can't my car touch something? Why is it so bad that when my car taps something, the side caves in? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why aren't our best and brightest brains being put to fixing that issue? You're telling me every time I tap another car in front of me, every time I back up into a wall or a pole or something of that nature, my entire car caves in and breaks. Why aren't they stronger? Why aren't they stronger? Why can't they touch things? Is this a stupid question? Like, so many things are so durable. Why can't cars be durable? Yes, this is coming from a girl who put thousands of dollars into repairing her car after hitting things. Why don't they make cars out of the same stuff they make, like, planes out of? I don't know what planes are made out of, but I'm sure they're strong as fuck. I'm sure rocks in the sky are like, there's not rocks in the sky, but I'm sure things hit the planes. No, I'm sounding really stupid now. I'm really smart, I swear.
It's the definition of not taking accountability. I'll tell you what, Gail. Why don't you just get better at driving? Then you wouldn't have all them fucking problems, would you? Women shouldn't drive anyway. Stay woke in these streets, like big bird.
So you saying height is not a standard, but a preference? Yes. Interesting. You know we tall, right? Yes. So our husband at least 6'3" or taller, right? No, he's 6'1". Interesting. So do you wear heels? Yeah, it's really not bad. I know what you're thinking. By the way, I'm really glad that you stuck with a man after God's own heart as a standard and not a preference. Yeah, why you say that? Well, we were in an intense fellowship the other day. An argument? Sure. And he used scripture to correct me. I ain't never seen that. Hallelujah, right? And out of love, not condemnation. Untie my bow tie. Retie my bow tie. Your bow tie untied. Girl convicted me. I had to apologize. Yeah, so just make sure your preferences don't become standards because your value system gonna be off. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep trying. You know, because it's easy to build pride around preferences, which would have easily kept us single. Oh, you going for the juggler? Yeah.
Because you want to throw stuff, it's not gonna fly. Okay? So next time, when mommy give you something and you throw it again, daddy's gonna deal with you. And then you start crying, daddy's gonna really deal with you. So stop. You know how to act. You know how to control your emotions. Okay? I love you. I don't like to be mean to you, but you gotta get with the program, big dog. Okay? Give me some. Okay.
Guys, this is 100% disciplined dads. You have an active and present father that sees actions from his son that ultimately he wants to correct. There's no yelling, there's no screaming, there's no hitting, but there is that one-on-one time to correct that action and provide active, positive discipline, right? This is what we need more of. We're not our children's friends. We can love and support them, but we need to be there to provide that great interaction, but also that active discipline in a way that they're going to learn and take that as it goes forward into the next time they think about having an action like that as well, guys. Absolute love this. This is the definition of a disciplined dad.
That's masculine energy right there, and I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Specifically, and you heard, he really didn't, I really don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to talk to you like this. I don't want to have to talk to you like this. But you got to get with the program. You have to control yourself. A lot of women out there, yes, some of the good ones, they don't, it's just not in them to want to speak to their kids like that, to want to do their kids like that. I just don't want to do it. You know, when I hear dad talking to their kids like that and talking to my little boy like that, you know, I don't want to hear it, right? So sometimes they go in the other room, or they might, you know, leave the house or go do something else because it just gets too much. It just overwhelms them, right? But I don't think a lot of women understand that this is enforcement. What you see as aggression is enforcement. You said that you wanted a son or a child that acts a certain way. We want good kids. We want kids that get good grades. We want kids that act like they're supposed to act in school, that they're respectful. They know how to make friends. They know how to socialize. They know how to listen when authority says something to them. Well, how do you think you get that? Through training. You get that through somebody saying, hey, these are the rules. Now, you know, from a baby, these kids are going to be bucking the rules. But guess who is going to be there to enforce that rule? Daddy. Mama can do it. Absolutely. Absolutely, mama can do it. But daddy, and you know, I'm glad this is a topic, because this is one of the things, this is one of the responsibilities that men have in the house that a lot of men don't want. And it's not like, oh, I'm so afraid of it, but I always got to be the bad guy. Mama don't want to do certain things. And I understand that there are some women, to be fair, that there are some women out there that they always feel like, well, you're not, now you making me the bad guy. I run to daddy, and you know, daddy want to give me, you know, whatever. And you making me the bad person, because now I got to say, no, you don't need to have that. And I get it from that perspective. But a lot of times society looks for the man to be the disciplinarian. They look for the man to enforce. And the guy is like, well, I don't want to enforce all the time. Like you see him talking here. Well, I don't want to do that. But if I have to, I will. You got to get with the program. And because he knows that there is going to be some sort of enforcement if he continues to mess around, then he's less likely, at least at his age, to say, I'm about to clown anyway. I'm about to kick up anyway, because I know there ain't no real consequences. He said, no, I know daddy ain't playing. So I need to go ahead and figure out what my role is and get to it and stick to it. Right? So yeah, I love the video. This is fantastic display of masculinity.
Do not need men. They are an added bonus and fun in our life.
I love men. We need men. Only men can be fathers. They are irreplaceable. Thank you for being willing to risk your life and even sacrifice your life for other people. I think women, we're used to saying, you know, we love mothers, we need women. All of that is true. And we shouldn't be afraid to express that same gratitude and respect for men, because men, we need you and we appreciate you.
Millie Bobby
Bobby Brown was not a cute kid because she had a very strong and very distinct face. That face has followed her into adulthood because that is her natural bone structure. The problem is she works in a system that rewards traditional feminine beauty and does not reward necessarily her kind of beauty, which is strong-faced, almost handsome. I know that word can be triggering to some people.
Ain't no way. Let's take the mic away from her before she eats it. I know you're not talking. It's all good, baby, baby. It was all a dream. That you? Why are you even talking about anybody? I swear, I promise you, y'all, it is never good-looking women who do this. It's always the beasts, the hyenas, and gargoyles, always running their mouth. Well, running's not in your vocabulary, but next. Let me show you Millie Bobby Brown because I think she's super cute. I just got put onto Stranger Things and I'm obsessed. I'm already on season 5, I believe, the first episode. Don't spoil anything, please, y'all, but I'm gonna show you pictures of her. She's so cute to me. Bruh, look how cute she is. I don't feel like a lot of kids can pull off the bald look. I don't know, and I love how in Stranger Things, she has like an ego obsession. I don't know, it's so cute. Even Mike's cute too, look. Here's another one. She's so cute. I don't understand what's wrong with her. And then here's another picture. It's like she's innocent, but still I don't know. It's so cute. I think she's the cutest little kid. You know what my thing that I get bothered by adults making takes like this? It bothers me because a lot of these kids, she's older now, will grow up with insecurities. Adults should never make comments about children. Why? Because kids should be worried about having fun and playing around, not worried about if they're hot or cute. Like when I see people commenting on Northwest and what's Beyonce's daughter's name? Blue Ivy. Oh, well, she looks like this and she looks like that. They're kids. Are you guys all right? You guys are adults and act like bullies. I'm only roasting her because she's roasting somebody else. That's how I get down. You'll never see me making a video talking about a woman's look and how her dress is and all. I don't give a. You guys are able to look and do whatever you want because that is your personality. I'm not going to pick at nobody who's not picking on somebody else. I'm a mama bear at heart. So I'm always going to be like, what is up with you? What is your thought process when your ass decided to come on here and talk about people when you're built like a biscuit? That doesn't make no sense to me. And it's a kid. Like, who cares if she's cute or smoking? She's a child. Like, who even looks at that? Oh my God. Are we mad and upset because Billie Bobby Brown had the role of 11, which she killed? Are we upset that other actresses didn't have this role, but she killed it? I don't picture anybody else being in her. She did exactly what the hell she was supposed to. Women are the first ones to try to sit here and judge other women, and then they say it's men. No, it's you guys. You pick at each other's looks all day long. Whether you look good or not, it doesn't matter. She still got the role. She still looks good, whether you believe it or not. Clearly, that's why people liked her. Stay out of people's big business, please.
Millie Bobby Brown looks just fine. She looks just fine. She looks just fine. She'll be all right. Yeah, I see where you're coming from. When she was younger, depending on the haircut, then she could be a boy or she could be a girl. But Millie Bobby Brown, I think she'll be okay.
What would you say men can do better, Nate?
They can do everything better. I'm gonna just keep it real. And I heard this and I really don't like the way this man put it, but also I respected it. He said, what does a man benefit from when he tells a woman the truth? Okay. I just want to say that quite often I run into men who say one thing and then do something completely different. And for me, men talk about women having fake nails, fake hair, fake everything, but your whole personality was fake. And you ended up presenting to me this person and this attitude and this romantic fantasy that you can never maintain. So I would just ask men to be yourself, live in your truth. The right woman for you will be for you. Stop trying to reach out of your league for women who are clearly not meant for you. If you like us, be with somebody who likes you. Stop toying with women who you know you're not going to actually be committal with. It doesn't make it better for any of us at all, especially single mothers. We want to love somebody and we want our kids to see us be loved correctly. So stop being selfish and speak the truth, period.
All right, and we had a single mom edition, so we love and appreciate you. We try to help you find love.
Well, you have a good point, but I do want to add to that a lot of times you guys are not out of the man's league. You think that you are. I don't know where you get it from, maybe because you think that you have a degree or something like that. You think you're out of the man's league, but actually you're well within his boundaries. And so we get to talking like this, and we get to thinking that we're better than the man. Like we know more than the man, we're smarter than the man, and all that other stuff, when actually we're kind of behind, right? And it goes back to what you said. Men are pretty much better at everything. They pretty much do everything better. I do get what your point is, but you know, I think at some point in time, some of these ladies gotta understand that maybe you're not as superior as you think you are. Maybe you guys are in fact in the same league.
Y'all keep playing with these unks out here, but these unks, they know how to, though. They know how to, you right. Pipe game is on fleek. That's why I say all it takes is one honey pack. And baby, we're going all night with it. But besides that, though, I like me a YN too. And they don't know what they doing in the bed. I ain't finna lie to you. Unks, tap into the chat. Let these young bucks know that y'all's the ones that really know how to, okay?
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it didn't turn red yet.
No, I'm so sorry.
Tell me about yourself.
Okay, I'm Gabrielle. Yeah, let's give each other a chance. Let's okay, you want to do that? I do see you as a friend, though. No!
One thing you never know about marriage or just a relationship when you start living with your girl is when she says, I'm about to get ready to go to bed, she's including you. You don't realize that until you start living together. Like, she was like, I'm about to go to bed. And you be like, okay, babe. When are you going to bed? Oh, I'm coming to bed here in a little bit. Are you not coming to bed? It don't sound like a question. That's not really a question. She's asking you, but it's not a question. You never realize that. Like, you still have like a bedtime as a grown ass man. You don't be knowing it.
She has a movie in her head, and she has roles that she has slots for. And there's a slot that she has for a romantic partner that only a man can be cast as. So she's willing to cast any kind of man and put him in this role. And if he's going to play this role, he has to do every single thing that she wants him to do. Pay the bills, keep your sexual organs only to me. I'm going to trap your eyes. You can't see no other woman in the world. You focus on me and on me only. And you give me all your money, right? And if he don't do everything that she want him to do, the relationship don't work. So what I've come to find out is men are narcissistic, but women are 1,000 times more narcissistic than men. Because women want to be the center of the universe.
And it's weird because some of these women, I don't think it's all women, but some of these women, well, you have a lot of women that they want to be the center of their man's universe. I think that's natural. But when they stop and think about it, they're like, well, maybe I can't be because, I'm not the only person here. There's other people. He's got friends, he's got family, he's got his own interest. So, I want to be a priority to him. I want to be the priority, and I think that's fair. But, he can't spend all this time with me, right? Modern women don't think like that. They don't think like that. The way they think is, whether you're in a relationship with me or not, I deserve to be the center, right? So if there's an issue and I'm in trouble, you don't know me from Adam or Eve. You as a man, because you are the man and you need me, I'm the center of the universe. You come up off that chair or wherever you're at. If you hear me scream or something like that and you're using the restroom, maybe you're about to leave. You need to turn around as fast as possible and come see what's going on with me. If there's a struggle, you need to jump in, make sure that I'm safe, even if it means giving your life. You would have been then given your life for a complete stranger, while that stranger, me, talks down on your name, talks down on all men, saying that all men are trash. But that's what you're supposed to do for me and for my friends, because we're all the center of the universe. And you as a man got to understand that first and foremost. And if you don't, that's why you're single. Because you don't treat me like the end all be all. You don't treat me like the most important, the best thing that has ever lived. Not the best thing that you've come across that has ever lived. Excuse me. The best thing that has ever lived, period. I'm so unique. And a lot of times they take this type of attitude to a man that's got options. And he's like, no, you see all these women standing here and I'm talking to all these amazing, beautiful, confident women. You're not the only one here. That's when they get online talking about the man don't like me. And that's when she talk about narcissism right now. That's when they get online talking about all of this foolishness and none of it is true. It's just you thought you were better than the competition. You were playing a little bit out of your weight class, and you found that out quickly.
Personal trainers that edit their body to lie about how they got their waist smaller are a personal pet peeve of mine. Sarah Johnston Fit, welcome to the show. So today we welcome Sarah Johnston Fit. She's a certified personal trainer. She's sponsored by Define Official, and she'll sell you a meal plan or a workout plan online. And her favorite thing to do is post these corny videos where she talks about, this is the exercise that made my waist look smaller. Or here, back workout for a smaller looking waist. But I've actually tapped into the secret. I know the secret for the smaller waist, I'll show you. You see, all you gotta do is fire up the Photoshop with a Facetune and pinch your waist in. We know this is pinched and I'll show you why. You see, it fails the red line test. We should be seeing some door jam here, like we do up here, but we do not. Why? Because Sarah pinched her waist in, and that's her favorite waist shrinking exercise. But that's not all. If you make your hips bigger, then your waist looks smaller. I'll show you here. Let's zoom in on this door back there. And wow, this doesn't really stand out until you compare it to another image, but look at the bottom of this door. Why is it wiggling out away from her hips? Maybe we can find another photo of the same door to compare it against and see if that door is straight in the other photo. Alright, here's the other photo. Let's line them up, guys. Crooked over here. Perfectly straight over here. I wonder why. But yes, Sarah Johnson wants to remind you, the progress is possible. Yes, it's possible. All you gotta do is sell your soul, open that Facetune, start editing away. You got it, girl.